But not only does it crash the game, it crashes your whole computer and you have to, like, restart it. Like, I don't know. Anyway, let's not talk about crashes. Let's talk about tonight's game, because it is NG versus Tempest. And this is your cup semi-final in Cup 5. And yes, that is the name of the cup. I guess they just didn't decide to give it a fancy name this time round. Not like the good old Simray Cup. But I believe both teams are being asked if they're ready, and I think they are. So while that... Oh, we're live very quickly here, but I'll quickly run through the teams. Matt is in goal for NG, then Ruffy is at right back. CB is Hie, left back only. Centre mid, Chupo. Right wing, Sensible Draghi. Centre forward, Arian. Left wing, Mike. For Tempest, you've got Chris in goal. Sao at right back. Vasco centre back. Left back, Dino. Centre mid, Kobe. Right wing, Rhino. Centre forward, Panther or Fang. Left wing is Haste or Doc. And we are live for this game. NG look like they're wearing a new kit, or is that a kit that they just don't often wear? It's not one I've seen them in before, but that shouldn't matter. Tempest, of course, are wearing their lighter coloured mint colour, I guess you should call it. Let me know your predictions for this one, though. I know Tempest had a disappointing game in their last match, so they'll be looking to try and pull off a big win here today to go through to the cup final. But NG, they will want to keep the ball rolling. It was, I believe it was a staff sheet mistake. It was supposed to... The time for the game was half an hour ago, but it was agreed between the teams, I believe, on the... I think the hub had a different time on it or something like that. As Arian looks to push his way through, he shoots, and Chris makes a smart save, but Arian maybe thinking he should have done better there. It wasn't really a great effort, and that could have been an early 1-0 lead for NG. That's a big scare for Tempest. Arian now with the ball at centre forward. Plays it out to the right for Draghi. Draghi has Dino to beat. He turns inside, finds Arian at the edge of the box. Arian turns into the box, shoots. Chris makes a big save. And that's Arian already having two big chances within the last couple of minutes. The ball goes in. The header comes in off the crossbar. It's loose in the area. They need to get it clear. Chupo's there. He shoots. Chris makes another save. Tempest living on a prayer at the moment. Draghi takes the corner, puts it in. Kobe heads away. Draghi to Chupo on the edge. Chupo tries to flick it into Arian. Panther picks it up, plays it down the left-hand side for Doc, who won't keep that in. And he lets it run out. I've done it again, haven't I? I've got rid of the spectator menu now. Apologies for that. Chupo on the ball. Plays it in towards Arian. Draghi picks that up. He's got past Dino and Doc. Draghi, will he go to the byline? No, he goes back. He plays it to Ruffy. Ruffy finds Chupo. Chupo holds the play up, as we know he does so well. Plays it back to Only and Hie, and then Arian. Arian tried to go between Vasco and Panther, but Panther took the ball off him. Then Panther gave it away. This is the problem for Tempest. They can have the ball, but they're giving it away far too quickly to NG, who are happy to have the ball. Draghi puts it into the box. Chris does well there to claim. Plays it to Rhino. Rhino down the line for Doc. Hie intercepted that, though, and Only gets a chance to run forward himself from left back. Only with a chance to cross. He's turned Rhino. Plays it back to Arian. Arian on the left-hand side of the box puts it in, and that's only just over Chupo's head there. Ruffy will pick that ball up as well on the right-hand side. He turns back. Kobe, though, dispossesses him. Kobe to slow it down so that Tempest can just get a little bit of possession. They really do need to slow this game down because NG were playing it at completely their speed. Sao puts the ball across for Doc. Doc shoots, and Matt has had to make a stunning save because he'd beaten him there. And that's a warning sign for Matt there. Fang puts it in. Sao picks that loose ball up. Fang to cross. He turns to the right-hand side. Only and Arian team up to dispossess him. But Matt gets away with that one. I think he was a bit too far off his line. But he did have to make the save, and he did. But Doc saw him. Doc saw it, and he's very lucky boy. Dino puts it in towards Kobe. Kobe to Panther. Panther goes in between here and only. Panther shoots off the post. Rhino shoots. Save from Matt. Now this game's getting interesting. Tempest, I think that will give them a bit of confidence. They know they just need to get efforts on Matt's goal. And Matt, he is a good keeper sometimes, but he is prone to a mistake. And Tempest, that's got to give them some confidence. Hiei takes the ball forward from centre-back. Another customary move from Hiei, but he loses out. And Vasco himself from centre-back can come forward. He plays it out to the left for Doc. Doc tries to go past Duffy and Draghi, but Draghi helps out Ruffy and wins the ball. Hiei on the ball now. Hiei back to Matt. Matt to Only. Only inside to Hiei. Hiei back to Only. Only charges forward, plays it across. But he's missed that from Ruffy. Haste throws it back to Vasco. Vasco back to Chris. Chris across to Sao. Sao inside looking for Kobe, but Hiei easily takes that and passes it back to Matt. Matt immediately finds Draghi on the right-hand side. Draghi has got past Dino. Will he go past Vasco? No, he passes to Arian. Arian turns inside, shoots and scores. And that is trademark NG, trademark Arian. We've seen that move from him so many times down the years. He just tricks the defender with that dribble, turns into the gap. And it's an easy goal. This time, Chris can't keep it out. And NG are 1-0 up. And Tempest, they will not have wanted this to happen because we all know if NG go ahead in a game, it is very, very difficult to get back against them because of the amount of possession that they have. Chupo and Matt exchange a 1-2. Then it goes back to Chupo. Chupo inside to Hiei. Hiei goes forward. Now plays it across for Arian again. Arian looks to go inside. He's on the edge of the area. This is exactly what Tempest don't want him to do. He turns again, Arian, but he runs out of stamina at a crucial moment there, and Vasco gets it clear. Doc touches that to Kobe. Kobe to Doc. Doc just about keeps that in, and this could be a chance here. Rhino's in the box. Doc puts it in, but that's far too powerful, and there was no curl on it, so he made it very difficult for Rhino to make anything of that. Mike now comes forward on the left-hand side. Vasco stops him, but he goes back to Chupo. Chupo then goes back to Mike. Mike puts it in. Kobe heads away. Kobe having to play very deep in this match, and I think that's why Tempest are having problems trying to control this game, trying to get possession, because Kobe is obviously the ball player. Here he is now, though, on the ball, Kobe. Oh, and he tried to play that through the middle to Fang, but it was blocked. And now Matt has it, plays it to Hiei. Hiei to Ruffy. Ruffy inside to Arian. Arian in the centre circle, brings it forward. He's looking for a gap in that back line, but he's forced back to Only. Only finds Hiei. Hiei to Ruffy. Ruffy to Chupo, and now Draghi. Draghi to Ruffy. Dino intercepts that, and that was needed because NG were building up a bit of steam there. Kobe in the centre circle himself now goes back to Vasco. No way through there. That was really compact there in that middle area. Vasco now all the way back to Chris. Chris takes his time. Plays it out to Dino. Dino down the line, and Doc just about saves that. Goes looking for Fang on that right-hand side. But again, that is overplayed. And it's not the kind of play, really, that Tempest need to be doing at the moment. I think they need to be retaining it a bit better than they are. NG are more than happy to just take the ball back. And now that they're ahead, they're not going to be in a super hurry. Only tries to go down the left-hand side. He's forced back to Chupo. Chupo is under pressure from Rhino, and he's forced back to Matt. Matt goes long. Kobe heads that towards Panther now. Panther in the centre circle finds Sao. Sao plays it across. That's a good ball to Doc, but Doc just straight offside. And then the quick free kick was almost through to Draghi, and Vasco had to slide that to win it. Dino now finds Vasco. Vasco finds Panther. Panther plays it to Doc. Doc, can he get past Ruffy? He turns back, crosses it in. Only Rhino to aim at in that very congested box. Sao goes back to Vasco. Vasco to Kobe. Kobe with a ball inside. And Doc does get there, but he's offside again. Tempest showing, though, that they can get through this back line, but their judgment at the moment has just not been great because they've been caught offside a few times. Draghi goes back. Here's this man, Arian, now on the edge of the box. He finds Chupo with a good ball through. Chupo puts it across. Vasco with an own goal, and it's devastating. He won't want to see that one again. What has he done? What has he done? Oh, my heart goes out to him, man. I don't understand what he's done there. Tempest were already... Oh, I think he's... I don't know what's happened. I actually don't understand how he's done that, because you could see he was looking the other way, but his body didn't change direction. So how does that happen? Either way, NG are 2-0 up, and that's an absolute gift. An absolute gift. And NG, you know, they'll be more than happy to take that. Because 1-0 is always a dodgy scoreline in iOS. Chupo goes for the long shot, and that's off the crossbar and almost 3-0. Dino turns inside, goes across to Sao. But that is half-time. And Tempest are 2-0 down in this cup game. And you've got to say, I don't want to say 2-0 is a fair scoreline, because I think NG were good for the 1-0 lead. But NG do deserve to be winning, I think. I don't think Tempest have done enough. Considering this is a cup game, I think Tempest just need to just be a bit calm. But that own goal really does damage their chances now. That's the problem. I think at the 1-0, you've always got a chance to get back into the game. But 2-0 now, they need a big second half. And you know what? We've said it a lot about Tempest. They do turn on the style when they want. Maybe they'll force a few mistakes out of Matt. We'll see. But they need one back quickly now, and they really do need it quick. Fang will kick Tempest off for the second half. He goes back to Vasco. Sao finds Kobe. Rhino is on the right-hand side now. Plays it across. Doc is onside. Doc shoots and scores, and that's exactly what Tempest needed. They've pulled one back immediately, and it's Rhino with the ball through to Doc, and it's game on. Straight away, Tempest put the ball across Doc. This time he's onside, and this time he finds the back of the net. Doc, I mean, it's not the greatest of shots. That it's kind of in the middle. It's not in the corner. Maybe Matt should have saved it, but we can't always pick on Matt. I know people like to pick on him all the time. Matt and clean sheet is not something that exists. Well, I'll let you guys be the judge of that one. Hie to Arian, finds Chupo. Can NG pull one straight back here? It's Arian on the edge. It's blocked. Kobe dispossesses Arian. Puts the ball to Doc. This is a chance on the counter-attack here, but they've slowed it down. Doc tries to turn. Ruffy. He needs to find a pass here. Oh, he almost found Kobe. He did almost find Kobe. Vasco picks it up. Plays it to Dino. Dino to Panther. Panther across. They're looking for Doc with them crossfield balls. That seems to be the option for Tempest in this game. And Arian's put that out for a throw-in. Dino with the throw finds Vasco. Dino all the way back. Sao will pick that up. Sao with the long ball. And you know what? Doc was nearly there again. Hie finds Only. Only back to Matt. Matt across to Ruffy. Ruffy finds Hie. Hie in field to Arian. Arian with a ball to Draghi now. Draghi has got Dino isolated there on that left-hand side. But he's got not really anyone to aim at the moment. Now he does. Then he goes to the right. And it's off the post from Draghi. And that was almost a 3-1 there. Haste picks up that quick goal kick from Chris. And he turns. He's got Ruffy. Arian is supporting him. Then Doc lashes out with a yellow card tackle. Ruffy finds Hie. Hie to Chupo. Chupo. On the left-hand side now. Puts it across. Vasco hits that. But I don't think Doc's going to get there ahead of Ruffy. Ruffy will go back to his goalkeeper, Matt. Matt turns back towards goal. He can't pick it up here. Ruffy, though, gets the ball. Ruffy plays it inside to Arian. Arian to Chupo. Chupo. Dispossessed by Kobe. Kobe brings it forward. He's got two men. He needs to find support. He does. At the moment, the Tempest players just aren't moving enough, I don't think. NG are very, very compact there in that area. Vasco to Dino. Dino almost found Fang there, but Kie heads that. Kobe dispossesses Arian. Plays the ball through to Rhino, who has it. Rhino needs to look for an option on the pass. He does. He finds Doc. Doc crosses it, and that's just about gone out for a corner. Matt wasn't too sure about that one. Haste puts it in. The header comes in, and it's in! Panthers equalises for Tempest. And it's a decent, in fact, it's not a decent corner. It's a really good corner to that back post from Doc. And Panther heads it in. And it's an equaliser in this semi-final. Tempest have came back. And you know what? Fair play to them. They were 2-0 down. They just scored an own goal in the first half. And now they're 2-2. And it's game on. It was game on before. Now it's double game on. Hie finds Arian. Chupo. Arian loses out to Vasco. Vasco. Hie dispossesses Vasco, though. Tempest need to be careful here because they're going to be pushing for a winner, but NG will also be looking to exploit that. Draghi puts it to the edge. Chupo's there. He shoots. Chris, though, saves that one and plays it straight out to Panther. Panther. He takes his time. He's got Arian in front of him. Turns to the right-hand side, then back, then right. Puts it across. Doc scores! Tempest 3-2 up. And they've come back into this game like we've seen them do so many times in the past. Doc absolutely skins Arian. Goes to the right, puts it back. Arian's ankle's broken. Absolutely broken. And he puts it to the byline, crosses it back. Matt pre-dives, and that's what lets him down. He pre-dives there, and Doc has an open goal to score in. NG 3-2 down in this cup game. Only to Chupo, Hie. Hie to Only, but that's out of play. NG looking a little bit nervous now. Rhino. Down the right-hand side. Only's there. He crosses it, but that's over Doc's head. Out for a throw-in to NG. Ruffy to take. Finds Chupo. Chupo takes it down the right-hand side now. Dino and Haste battle for the ball. Haste puts it back to Chris. Chris to Dino. Dino all the way across. Finds Sao with a bit of space to run. Sao puts it all the way across towards Doc. And Doc almost got there, but at the last moment, missed it. Hiei finds Ruffy. Ruffy. Doc just whoops him. And don't be surprised to see a lot of that in these closing... well, it's not even closing minutes because there's still quite a bit of this game left to go. But as the game gets later on, the Woofs will come in strong. And Chupo has picked it up again on the right. And Haste is out of stamina. And he puts it in. The header comes in. And Draghi scores. And equalises this time for NG now. And this game is turning into a classic semi-final. But do you see what happened? Chupo was just stood on the wing. And Doc had ran out of stamina to cover him. Dino just didn't see him. And that just meant he had a free run to cross it in. And Draghi with a bullet header there. Tempest thought they'd stolen this game, but NG have fought back. Just like the Empire in Star Wars. They've struck back. Doc to take the throw for Tempest. What's going to happen in these closing 20 minutes of iOS football? Arian now is between Dino and Haste. But then he loses out to Dino. I need to take a drink, sorry. Arian puts it in. The header's loose. And that's fell quite lucky for Chris there. Fang picks that up from Chris. Fang looks to go down the line. Hiei almost dispossessed him. Fang just puts that forward, but it's to no one in particular. Matt hits that straight out. Woofed. Arian completely woofed there. Matt finds Ruffy. Ruffy to Hiei. Hiei's ball is cut out though. Vasco brings the ball forward. Both teams going for this. You love to see it. Vasco to Dino. Dino to Doc. Doc on the left-hand side now with a chance to cross. He puts it in. The header is loose. Kobe finds Rhino. Rhino puts it into the box. Ruffy whoops that away. Draghi picks up that loose ball. Draghi has Vasco to beat. Vasco gets helped out by Sao, but they win the ball back. Mike runs into the middle. Mike looks to go in between. Dino just about helps that onwards to Doc. Don't curse it. We want pens. Just don't say anything. Doc on the left-hand side puts it to the edge for Kobe. Kobe's found Rhino. Now Doc has it. Doc went for the long shot. Probably not the smartest of options there. Draghi has it. He's going to get past Vasco here. A slide needs to come in to stop Draghi. Draghi shoots, but it's over the crossbar. What a big chance that could have been. I think they were afraid to slide because of the red card, but I think one of them maybe would have got away with it there. If they slid, I was just checking for yellow cards. The ball goes through to Chris, who takes a moment to assess his options. He takes longer than a moment. Then he lets go of the ball. He gave it straight away, but TT were able to pick it back up. Only then they give it away again and only picks it up infield to Chupo. Chupo loses out to the slide from Panther and Vasco picks it up. Vasco goes on a run himself, plays it off only for the throw. It gets Tempest up the field. Vasco finds Rhino with the short throw. Rhino turns straight into Mike though, but then Mike gives it away to Vasco. Vasco looked for Fang with the quick ball, but Hiei cuts it out. Hiei pushes forward. Hiei outfield to Arian. Arian has Dino in front of him. He puts it in. The header's loose. Hie's on the edge. He finds Draghi. Draghi turns in. Chris saves. And that's a big save at this stage of the game. Hie, I think he thought Mike was out there, but the throw was to no one. The pass, sorry. Vasco goes long. Kobe just gets beaten in the air. NG now turning the screw in these closing moments. Vasco woofs Arian. Chupo picks that loose ball up. Chupo turns into trouble, but the ball falls kindly for Ruffy. Hie went for the quick long ball looking for Mike. That's out for a throw-in. We are going to be heading for extra time if the scores remain level. Vasco goes long. Fang. Oh, does he have it? He does. He plays it across for Doc. Doc straight away to Kobe, and that wasn't far away. That really was close. Matt goes long. Draghi takes that in the air, but Kobe dispossesses him. Kobe puts it across, finds Fang on the right-hand side. Panther, can he get past only? Chupo goes to help. Chupo woofs him. Panther and Sao exchange a 1-2. Panther gets pushed off it and then slides for the yellow card because Arian had dispossessed him. Only Hie, and then Hie swings it out to Arian on the left-hand side. Arian back to Hie. Hie's ball's cut out by Panther. Panther went for the quick ball, looking for haste. Both teams now giving it away. Is there going to be late drama in this game? Matt in goal. Goes long. Draghi picks that up and he's played the ball through to Mike. This could be the finish. He shoots. He's finished it. He's lobbed the goalkeeper and that is 4-3 to NG. And that is it. That's game over. I'm sorry, chat, but that is game over. And you know what? I don't know how that ball gets through. It's such a tight call. And you know what? That's devastating for Tempest. That's really, really devastating for Tempest. After the fight back they gave into the game, to lose it this late is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Arian now on the edge of the box finds Mike. Mike turns inside, goes into the box. Mike has it. Mike still has it. Arian shoots. Chris saves. That's probably going to be it. Unless a miracle happens now. No, that's it. Game over. Your winners in the semi-final, NG4, Tempest 3. And what a game. But what a devastating final goal that was. Did Chris come out too early there? I don't know. I mean, Mike is more than capable of lobbing goalkeepers. But they're going to be devastated with that. I really, really, really feel for them. Like, you'd feel for anyone in that situation like that has got that far into the game and then they've just given it away at that final moments. And how Vasco will be absolutely cursing himself about that own goal. I know as a centre-back myself, I've scored own goals before in league games. And it's just such a horrible moment. You could play 100 friendly games and that will never happen. But to happen in as big a game as this is absolutely heartbreaking. But I'm going to step into commentators 1 in case anybody wants to jump in for an interview about that game for a few moments. So I think Arian is going to come in for NG. So we'll give Arian a moment. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for joining me, Ari. Obviously, congratulations on that very, very close victory
viewers.
there at the end.
What the hell?
I mean, fantastic game to watch. But at the end there, once again, I think just the little bit of extra quality, I think, shown through with the neat finish there from Mike to win the game.
He didn't do anything except that.
Well, that's
Yeah.
I think that says it all. Sometimes you just need that one moment in a game to change the match, and that's the winning goal.
That's true.
And
I mean, it was hard to score against Christie from like normal shots, so I guess Mike done that, and turns out to be the golden move.
And I think in terms of the game as a whole, I think once NG were 2-0 up, did you feel at that stage that the game was going to plan, or was you still not happy with the way yous were playing?
I don't want to be that guy, but I wasn't sure about that lead being safe. I mean, not 2-0, yeah, safe. Tempest themselves Monday were 2-0 up, right? And they lost 2-4. So I'm aware in iOS 2-0 means almost nothing. And, well, it proven to be again today. Fortunately, we did came back after that. So.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. We've seen so many close games in this season. You just can't sleep on 2-0. You can't even sleep on, 3-0? I think somebody...
Not even 3.
Got come
back like
again.
late in the game. Yeah.
And I think when the second half started, do you feel... How do you feel that Tempest were able to just quickly get back into the game like that? Because it was quite remarkable, really, how they were able to all of a sudden be 3-2 up.
They played a lot of long balls on Hayes' side, and fortunately in the first half he got caught off offside a couple times. But then right after the second half got kicked off, it worked instantly and they scored from it. And since then, we just had a very bad 50-minute period where we just conceded 3 goals, if I'm not mistaken. That was, I would say, most of them were not really properly defended, but yeah, that's just the bad period we had.
And people like Arshavran and Seabot, were they just not available today, or was you just rotating?
Seabot wasn't available today. Kininja, because the game was supposed to be at 8 o'clock, but in the hub it was 8:30, couldn't play either.
All right.
Arshavran was just rotated today.
And of course now, that obviously means I'm pretty sure the other game is probably already over. I haven't seen the score go. Oh yeah, hang on. Yeah, sorry. You're playing E-Wolves in that cup final. I mean, that's going to be quite a game because E-Wolves showing that they're no pushovers in this season.
Maybe you can even say, like, form-wise, like, as we speak, they're probably the best right now. So that's a tough one. So yeah, E-Wolves is one of the hardest teams to play against. Obviously Tempest as well, especially now with Fang. You can see that they definitely need him today. Made it a lot difficult now. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that is... We've seen before how Panther can single-handedly win games on his own sometimes, and I think he will, if they can keep him happy, he will potentially be one of them type of players for Tempest.
For sure.
But yeah, I guess in terms of NG now, the double is still on, and I'm sure that's what you're looking to do.
It's still on, but we have nothing as we speak. We can still, 5-point lead sounds a lot, but it's actually not, especially considering we play Evils and Tempest again. So, and the cup is one final game against Evils. So we could end up with nothing, if we don't play.
Yeah.
So
that's obviously your worst case scenario, yeah. But if you had to choose one, I'm guessing you would choose the league, wouldn't you?
I think, of course, league.
Cups are nice, but I think the tables will be talked about, I think, longer than cups tend to be. I think there's just more of a dominance aspect. I think when you see somebody at the top of a league rather than a cup winner, but
it also depends on who wins. If it's a team that didn't win much and then suddenly wins the cup, that's still huge for them. So
Yeah,
it also
exactly.
depends.
Definitely, if a team can win a cup that doesn't really win leagues often, it's obviously very big for them. But yeah,
Not that.
okay. Well, do you have a man of the match today as your last sort of question?
I don't know if there's a particular one today. I really don't know.
I think it's a difficult game when it's close like that. It's difficult to pick a man of the match.
I mean, Mike made the winning goal, but he didn't do anything to them. And Draghi had one good assist, one good goal. I had my moment with that first goal. I can't decide. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a tough one actually. I don't think I can either. We'll see what the hub says anyway. But yeah, okay. Well, thank you for coming in, Arian, and congratulations. I'm sure that final will be a great one.
Oh, for sure. Goodbye.
Goodbye. So that was Arian from NG. Tempest don't have anyone waiting for me in cooldown. I'm sure they're going to be, obviously unhappy about that result, so I don't blame them at all. But I'll give them 1 minute, and then if not, we'll call the stream. We do have Dino in cooldown, so we will bring Dino in for Tempest to get his thoughts on this dramatic game.
Give me a second, let me just mute my TV.
Hello, Dino.
Hello, JVP.
Thank you for joining me. I know it's obviously very, very difficult to speak after a game like that. I've been there myself. But I mean, what a crazy game.
Yeah.
Go on. Sorry.
Well, we started off, I think it was 2-0 down at half time, so I think we were just like, I wouldn't say prepared for a loss, but like we were kind of expecting it because of like poor form. And then come half time, we just said we're still in it, the second goal was a bit of a freak goal as well. But yeah, went to 3-2, and then 3-3 late on in the game, and then just pretty unlucky in the end to concede in the 90th minute.
Yeah, I mean, it's very unlucky considering that second half. Like, considering the comeback in that second half, I feel like there really should have only been one winner in that second half, but you can just never ever count NG out when they one ball through. That was all it took in the end to win the game, and it was someone was close to it. I think it was Kobe was very close to intercepting it. But that's just the way it goes, and there was probably micro inches in it for that ball through. But I mean, obviously when you were 2-0 down, like, did Vasco say anything about how that happened, that own goal?
I don't remember. I think he tried to flick it, but I think he just tried to put it out for a corner, but something happened and it just went in. We just said it happens. Just keep your head up, really.
I could tell something happened because you could see his model was looking away and his body just stayed facing the goal. So he's clearly tried to just quickly flick it away, and I don't know how he's managed to do that, but yeah, it does happen. It does happen. You just got to try.
I mean, he had a great game in the end, to be fair, so you can't fault him too much.
Exactly, like, you can't. Centre back is the most, other than maybe goalkeeper, centre back is the most like blamed position in the whole of the team. And I know myself, like, you take the blame for everything that happens. Like, every goal that goes in, you always look at yourself and think, could I have done something there?
Yeah.
Could I have helped out me full back? Could I have won that in the air? Could I have done this? It's why I hate playing centre back anymore.
Mistakes are more costly at centre backs. Just very hard.
Yeah, it's you just honestly, it's just like there's no joy really. Even if you win a game like 4-3, you're still looking at yourself thinking, if I'd have kept a clean sheet, we'd have run out 4-0 winners. You just blame yourself all the time. But
yeah, I do that a lot in friendlies, but just gotta move on really.
Going into the second half. Did you say to change anything in particular, or was it just let's just keep at it and see what happens, basically?
We kind of just kept at it, just like kept like Sal trying a lot of like crossfield balls, and it was kind of working because Haste was getting in behind a lot, but was just caught offside
Yeah,
marginally at
that's
times.
right.
So we just kept trying that, and it just worked. We just because we knew we were in it, because I think we were actually defending quite well and having moments on the counter, like Haste forced Matt into some back dive save or whatever.
Yeah,
And I recall Panther hitting the post on one occasion,
yeah, I think
or it
that's
was
right.
saved on the post, something like that.
Yeah, I think that was when I think once you realised that them balls were starting to get through, especially
Yeah.
from wide areas. I feel
Mm.
like maybe when you saw Only and Ruffy playing, who were good players, but I wouldn't necessarily say that they're the best fullbacks for NG. I feel like that must have been going through your minds that we can actually get balls in here from the wide areas and get them behind the defence.
Yeah, they're also quite attacking, so I thought it was a lot easier than if they had like Hiei or someone else like
Yeah.
there who'd sit back a lot more.
And yeah, obviously, the way the game finished, it was devastating. Chat wanted extra time. It didn't happen, but yeah, that's just what happens, isn't it? It was. I don't really think you can blame anyone there. Like, it's just goalkeeper comes out trying to close the angle down, and Mike's a good player, and that's
Clever
it.
finish, really.
But I guess as like a final question, what's the aim now for Tempest? Because they obviously out the cup now. You can potentially still win the league, I think.
Yeah,
Because
it's possible. We need NG to drop a
NG
point.
would have to lose, I think, their final 2 games.
Yeah,
So I'm guessing you're just going to go all out for them games and see what you can do.
just win every game, just live in the moment. It's quite a political response, but just focus on each game and try and win, because I'd say we've been really inconsistent at times, and I feel like if we played how we did today, in like say against the Eagles, for example, the result could have been different there, and things could be different in the league. But probably just looking forward to seeing what we can do in the next league, see if we can challenge for that again.
Well, thank you for coming in, Dino. It's. I'm glad I got to interview someone from Tempest because I was
Yeah, I just thought, fuck it.
I was expecting that people wouldn't want to speak, but thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
So that was Dino from Tempest, and that is the end of the stream. But if you did join us, you've seen a cracker. That was a really good game. Your next stream will be... One sec. Get the schedule open. Well, on the 16th of January, Tiger Hacksport Club versus NTA. But there's no streamer as of yet for that. And I'd prefer it if somebody else took that, because I think I've streamed like the last 3 or 4 games. So I'd like a break. And then maybe I'll come back for no, wait. Maybe I'll come back for E-Wolves XL, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, we'll call it there. Thank you for joining me. And as always, arrivederci.